Just a few days after the Moto 360 was available, now we have the LG G Watch R ready to go to markets. Yes, and as you can see, the most astonishing difference is that you really have a round display. As you might remember, on the Moto 360 we have that dark zone down here, or in case you haven't seen it, here you will find my video to the Moto 360 with all details concerning this one. And the second one is, this is a OLED display, meaning you have that the pixels, no, I do not want to have that one, that the pixels are glowing by themselves and not illuminated from the backlight on regular LCDs like on the Moto 360. And this means that dark pixels are totally shut down, do not use any power, and that's why this little trick over here is possible on the LG only, not on the Moto 360, because you have almost no power consumption with this one. 13 milliwatt is LG telling me, instead of 130 milliwatt in this mode over here. So you really have low power consumption and the bigger battery. It's a lithium polymer 410 milliamps instead of the Motorola 320 milliamps. So you have a bigger battery and you have that OLED display, so I would say you will come around a little bit more with it. With this, I tried it out for one day, and after that, on the evening, I have had left around about 30% battery left, but it was medium intensity. So if you're using it a lot, I guess you'll get in trouble in the late evening too, nevertheless. And you have to adjust the brightness, of course. There is no automatic mode. You have 6 settings down here. I tried it out with the middle one with a 3 and came over a day. So let me go back to 6 for this video so that you can see this bright display and the great contrast and the great viewing angle and everything. That's typical OLED. I really love this display and the design. It's really looking like a watch. On the other hand, you have that backside down here. The body is full metal, but the backside, this is plastic. I do not have anything against plastic. Okay, it's lightweight, but it's looking and feeling and sounding and touching, I'm sorry to say, cheap. It's okay if you use plastic, but please make it look and feel a little bit more wealthy, because we have a price of 269 euros, at least here in Germany, Europe, without any contract, including tax. So this is a little bit high, I guess. And the other thing is, this is a leather strap down here, but it's not that high value leather like on the Moto 360. That was more cozy, more smooth, a little bit better. And you have seen already these contacts down here. These are for this little thing here. This is the charging station coming with the G Watch R. And of course you have to connect down here, and it's magnetic, but you have to be careful by setting it down correctly, so really touching the contacts, because this is going everywhere almost. So you have to be careful with that. And as I saw these contacts and that micro USB slot down here, I thought maybe it's working if I'm plugging it directly into my PC, but unfortunately it's not working. But it would have been possible, in my opinion, let's say for downloading music, for example, because we have 4 GB of internal memory. That would be enough for at least some hundreds of music in high quality. It's not possible, unfortunately. Yeah. Display is 1.3 inches, but for this one it's a little bit less high, 9.7 millimeters instead of 11, all right? And because of the bigger battery, it's a little bit more, the weight is higher, 62 grams instead of 49, but to be honest, on the wrist I didn't mention, or I didn't realize this difference. It's both very, very lightweight. And of course, if you're going like this or at least normally, not here in this one. Yeah, the display brightness is automatically going on, making you look on your phone, at least if you want to, every time you like. And of course, you can connect it to every Android device, at least with Android 4.3 or higher. I have now to zoom out a lot because I choose, unfortunately, I have to say, the big Note 4, just for demonstrating that you do not need, of course, not a LG device, just having Android 4.3 or higher. And of course, you need Bluetooth 4.0 with this low energy mode to connect both. Then you install that Android Wear app for free in the download zone in the Play Store. You do not need, unlike the Motorola, some kind of driver package or additional app, just this one, and you see that it's recognized correctly over here. You have the same settings like on the Motorola, of course. You can, for example, pull that screen on and off, do everything. I just recommend you to see again this clip for the Moto 360 for details like this one. But I wanted to show that one bug is the same, so I'm now definitely sure that this one is a bug for from Android Wear, because if I'm going like this here in the settings, I wanted to show you that if I just want to have my downloaded, stored locally on my smartphone, all my music here and not in the cloud, because let's say I have 10,000 titles in the cloud, old ones I do not want to listen anymore. I just want to hear these one. I activate this and then I'm tapping here and saying, okay, Google. Oh, I'm sorry. This one might be on German. Okay, Google. Play music. No, it's English. Okay. Then we go, no, stop it like this. We go back in the settings and see, all right, this option has been overwritten like on the Moto 360. So that was not a problem for Motorola, but by Google, this is a bug because I cannot say what kind of sense or feature this thing should do. So I'll activate it again. Nevertheless, I can give you a quick view how this one is working. Like if you want to have it navigated by your watch, you can of course step for the next or back, or volume down and up, and again stop. And if you want to clear like this one, like everyone, you can have of course different settings, by the way, here in the display with the different designs, all beautiful. Let's take this one for example. I all love them, or most of them. But this thing with the music, I want to come back to you to show you another thing. What I do not like is here in the settings, you can activate that you can download to Android Wear, so meaning all locally stored music data, or at least as a 4 GB internal memory of the smartwatch left. All are downloaded directly via Bluetooth to the smartphone. At least it should be. So first is you cannot select that only the last 10 titles or 100 titles, or this album, or these songs 1, 5 and 20 or whatever. All or nothing. That's not very comfortable. So I thought I could plug it into the PC, you know my problem. And the second problem is, if I'm now deactivating Bluetooth and showing you, now it's no voice recognition, of course, because the connection is broke down, and go to play music. He's telling me that I do not have downloaded any music down here, and these two devices are now paired for more than 24 hours. So way enough time to download these, how many was it? I do not know, 6 or 8 titles or whatever songs here. Yeah, that's not very much to download. Should take at maximum some minutes, not hours. So this is not working. I do not know why, and in case you might prevent this one, of course I used Bluetooth speakers in advance. You can connect them, by the way, just having again that long tap here, going to the settings, Bluetooth devices, you can pair them down here. They are now at the moment disconnected because they are, these one, in case you might not know, Jabra Rocks Wireless. I really like them because they're magnetic too. If they are plugged together, you are in standby mode, go back then and they're starting. At the moment they are off, as you can see here, connected now. I really love these, but that's by the way. So Jabra connected, Bluetooth devices connected. Nevertheless, it's not working. There is nothing stored down here. So the download from the smartphone to the smartwatch is not working, at least on these devices here, even if everything else is working like it should. So I do not know why. Okay, here we go. And last one is, as you see here, the dates or the appointments or whatever. So I always showed you on the Moto 360 that that's not very comfortable because you have to be very precise with your what you're saying with your voice commands. For example, if I'm just saying appointments, okay Google, appointments. No, nothing. So you have to look for what's the correct term in case of, if you want to see my agenda. Oh, here, agenda for today. Okay, here we go. Agenda. Now he's taking it. I am getting my agenda, but only really for today, not for tomorrow. I can't say agenda for tomorrow, for this week, for next month, or search for the appointment with Mr. Miller or whatever. It's not. It's very few things you can do. And as you see, you have to be very precise, and that's not very smart in my opinion. So these smartwatches are watches, all right, but smart, yeah, well, we can discuss that. Of course, you can buy if you want to. I just wanted to present you and give you my opinion, of course. So I hope I could help you a little bit with that. Thanks for watching, and please remind to recommend my channel and to subscribe to it. Thanks for that in advance, and take care.